If you're easily offended, if you're going to get your feelings hurt, if you're going to get triggered, do not watch this video, because I'm going to be about as real as I can possibly be. I'm going to break it down how I see it. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but more importantly, you don't have to watch. And I also urge you, if you don't like this video, please unsubscribe from my channel. Turn off the notifications, because this is what the channel is about. It is about running a successful business. It is about making as much money as you can possibly make, regardless of what you do. It is about understanding who you are and what value you bring and why you should charge as much as you can possibly charge every single day. The name of the channel is all about pressure washing, but if you're a subscriber, you know that it is far from that. And I'm probably going to change the name of the channel, so if you think that's a good idea, in the comment section below, say change the channel name, make it more accurate, because it's more than just pressure washing. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about having a poverty mindset, a broke mindset, because you're never going to achieve true success in your business or in your life if you have that kind of mindset. I hear and I see this every single day on multiple levels, and I'm going to talk about the two different types of mindsets and why one will succeed and the other is going to fail. The first example is getting stuck in a mindset of where you came from, or maybe where you are now, and not where you're going to be or who you want to be. Yesterday, I read a comment on one of my videos, and it struck a chord, because this guy really gets it, and a lot of people don't. He 100% understands where he's coming from, but more importantly, where he wants to be, and he knows he has to break that mindset, that thought process, to make it happen. And this is what he said: "My friends and family are too poverty-driven in their minds that they don't understand that I'm not going to advertise to their brokenness. They fail to realize that there's plenty of people out there that are going to spend money to avoid spending their time." Okay, this guy sees the light. He understands that if you're able to identify and target the people that you want to work for, you are going to have success. Now, it's not going to be easy. It never is. Just because you say that you want to target rich people doesn't mean you're going to start getting calls from rich people. What that means is you need to do everything possible in your life and your business to understand how to achieve that goal. And the way that you do that is you need to understand their needs, what they see value in. You learn their sticking points, their pain points, and you offer solutions. But more importantly, you have to figure out how to get your business, your face, in front of the people who you're trying to target. And that comes through marketing strategies. That comes through doing your research, understanding your market, understanding your target, and going after it with precision, with intelligence, with a plan. Because if you just wing it, you're going to fail. If you just decide, hey, I'm going to open up a business and think people are going to call you, you're going to fail, because they don't know you exist. Most importantly, if you think that people aren't going to pay you what you're worth and what you need to make in order to achieve your financial goals, you're going to fail. The vast majority of the population, they're not your customers. Most of these people are easy to identify. The gentleman identified his own family and friends as people that will never be his customer, because they have that broke mindset. They cannot comprehend paying somebody to do something for them. They cannot comprehend hiring somebody to do a task that they could probably do themselves, but just don't want to. They cannot comprehend spending money instead of their own time. They can't comprehend having the money to do these things, because they've never had money. They never will have money, and that is why they are not your customer. And that is why you have to break that mindset if those are the kind of things that you think or where you came from. Identify it and move on. There are several things that you can do to help break this type of mindset. The first is, obviously, it's going to be focusing on your goals. The second is understanding that it's okay that you don't know everything. So you got to get comfortable with always learning, always getting better. Never think that you know it all, because as soon as you do, someone else is going to exceed what you're doing. They're going to be better than you, and they're going to take your customers, which means they're taking your money. Another important thing to understand is you have to be patient. This isn't going to happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. If anyone out there is trying to sell you the idea that you're going to get rich overnight, they're lying to you. So don't fall for it. Understand that everything comes with a price, and that price usually involves a tremendous amount of work, sacrifice, dedication, but most importantly, execution. Because without those things, you will never be successful. Probably the most important thing that you can do to break that type of thinking is stop making excuses for yourself. Stop making excuses why you can't do something, why someone won't buy from you, why your competition is busier than you, why life is so hard. Stop making excuses and start executing on the things that you have control over. One of the things that I used to tell my boys when they were younger, and if you're easily offended, skip the next few seconds, but I would tell them, if you act like an asshole, you're going to get treated like an asshole. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you act like a broke ass, you're going to get treated like a broke ass, you're going to get paid like a broke ass, and you're going to continue to be a broke ass. So stop thinking like a broke ass and go after the people that want to hire you, that will hire you, that have the money to hire you. Okay, so that was a lot. So that's one mindset, and that is somebody that has seen the light. He has identified who he does not want to be, and clearly he's taking the steps in the right direction to move as far away from that mindset as possible. And identifying it is the first step. Altering it is the second step, and then following through on what you need to do every single day to get on that path of success. So the other mindset is very similar to the first guy's friends and family, but this is more about your own mindset, not the mindset of your customers, okay? So we offer a tremendous amount of training, everything from starting a pressure washing business with the local DOM course, or how to wash, which teaches everything that you need in order to wash everything on a residential property, from the roof to the concrete, the chemicals, how to mix them, everything that you could possibly need to know to wash efficiently, effectively, and profitably. We have Christmas lighting courses. We've got solar panel cleaning courses, marketing courses, SEO courses, Google courses, literally everything you could possibly need to shortcut your learning curve, get ahead of the game, educate yourself, make yourself better. And there's nothing that is more expensive that we sell than the cost of a house wash, right? A cheap house wash at that. Like, this stuff is super, super cheap. And part of what I do in both my business as well as our training stuff is I utilize email marketing to interact with customers, to market to customers, to sell to customers. And if you're watching this, you probably have received an email from me at some point. And if you haven't, I failed at doing my job. But one of the emails that I send on a regular basis simply asks, why didn't you purchase How to Wash? And I ask this because I genuinely want to know. I want to know how we can get better. I want to know what we can do to increase my sales. And really, you should be doing the same thing with all of your potential customers that don't hire you, so you can find out why and then improve on those. But one of the top responses that I always get is, I don't have the money, I can't afford it, it's too much. And it's understandable, I get it. If you're just starting out your business, you may be strapped financially, finances are tight, you're investing in equipment and your marketing, I hope, and that $3.99 price tag for a How to Wash course might seem high. In my opinion, like I said, it's ridiculously cheap. In fact, it's so underpriced that I get pissed off every time we sell one, because I think it should be twice or three times as much. But we want to make it affordable for everybody out there because there's such value. But every once in a while, people get pissed off like this guy. Too much money. If anything, all courses should be together for a reasonable price. You would get more sales if you weren't trying to milk money for every little thing you could. I'm already building my setup. I'll figure it out on my own. Thanks. Okay, if you think that education is expensive, just wait until you figure out the cost of ignorance, because ignorance is going to cost you a hell of a lot more than the price of a training course. I don't care if you buy anything from me ever. Really, it makes no difference to me. But education is critical to the success of your business. Understanding that you don't know everything is one of the most important qualities to have if you truly want to be successful. How can you possibly grow? How can you possibly get better if you already know everything? And I think so often that this broke mindset, this force field that's holding you back from true success, and these chains, and they're wrapped around you, right? And they're preventing you from investing in yourself, from investing in your future, from investing in your business. $3.99 is not a lot of money. I don't care who you are. If you want something, you're going to go get it. And if you get an email from me asking me why you didn't purchase it, the only reason that you got that email is because you made an inquiry on one of our websites asking for more information. Maybe you were looking for a price, you were digging around, and what does that tell me? It tells me that you're not lost, that there's still hope, because you were looking, you were trying to find information, to get better, to educate yourself, so you don't have to learn the hard way. You don't have to figure it out all on your own, right? Trial and error sucks. I didn't have anybody to go to, really, and that's why we put all of this together, to help people out. But if you understand the type of business that you're going to get into, you understand the type of money that you could potentially make, and then that $3.99 is nothing. If you do the right things, you put in the work, education is something that will benefit you. You got to understand that. Okay, so the guy that wrote that email, with his mindset, he's out there and he's starting his business. And I hope that when you start offering your services to the public, that you don't give your services away at a cheap price because somebody thinks they're too expensive because they can't afford it. No, you're going to move on to better customers. You're going to find higher paying customers, customers with money, customers that see value in what you're offering. You're going to move on to those that aren't just kicking tires and aren't serious about hiring you. You're not going to waste your time, right? And as far as offering package deals, we do that. We offer package deals with pretty heavy discounts on all of our courses, and I recommend that you do that in your business as well. Offer multiple services to your customers, and they'll like it. Obviously, you didn't get that far along on the resource page to see the package deals before you sent the angry email, but it is something that we do, and I highly recommend that you do it too. And as far as milking for every penny, you need to do the same thing, right? Charge for the deck, charge for the patio, charge for the concrete, charge for the roof. If they have extra stuff they want done, you're going to charge for it because there's value. You're putting your time, your energy, and your money into it. It's valuable. So better make sure that you're getting paid for it, right? It's not milking, it's called being smart. And I can also almost guarantee that if you're putting together your own trailer right now, none of the equipment dealers, none of the local pressure washing shops or the plumbing stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever, they're not giving you discounts because you can't afford it. If you can't pay for it, you don't get it. That's just business. That's how I run my business. That's how anybody with a brain runs their business. And I hope to God, when you start your business, you run it the same way. And I really hope that you avoid doing business with people like yourself, at least your current self. Because I think once you become a business owner, you're going to understand that that broke mindset ain't going to work. And in order for you to be successful, you have to get away from it, right? You have to elevate the way you think. You have to elevate the way you look at the world. Elevate how you're going to run not only your business, but how you're going to run your life. You don't want to be broke for the rest of your life, I'm assuming, right? You don't want $3.99 to be a high ticket price. So that is it. Success does not come easy, and success comes even harder when you're pandering to the wrong customer base and when you have a broke mindset. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, profit first, and I hope you have a great day.